And then we had The Good Place that was very emotional and just a genius show. So again, it's a case of um, I'm being in a position where I'm stimulated with it and haven't been stimulated in years. I just don't know what to do. You know? You know? And then she was like, well, I literally felt that because I felt like a crazy person again. And it justified self, right? And then at the same time, the idea that came from it are crazy, but at the same time, and she was talking about, are you the best version of yourself? Do you feel like you're the best version of yourself? And I was like, I don't know if I'm the best version of myself. Because the reality is, I believe and fate. Which is kind of crazy because you had this concept and then it's explained beautifully and a good place. Now your concept looks like shit. However, they could be the same idea. There's multiverses, I believe. I think there's multiple reality in life. Where one, I'm a successful business owner with kids. There's one when I'm here and I'm one that's living in their basement asking for change and smoking crack. You know? There's multiple ink, and the nicest ink is one smoking crack, by the way. He's the nicest guy. He doesn't have much, but will give you the clothes off his back. They're stinky, they're full of holes, but will give them to you. And then you wonder that, right? And then you realize that what led to you to be the person that you are part of this experience. A single experience that led you to do different choices, a single experience that led you to do a different thing is completely nonsensical because, for example, right? For example, the version as simple as this. There's a version where everything happened the same, right? I'm having the same job, right? And I don't have that bully. That bully stops. After a while, he stops. Technically speaking, he can bully me as much as he wants until the 7th of May. Because the 7th of May we discover Twitch, and the 9th of May we start making content. If he stops the 7th of May, Ink is never created. All that work we did, never created. And then there's a concept that allows that, or allows, for example, right? I was thinking about it, and again, it's mostly from the Good Place influence. But you look at it, right? And you look, I forgot how nice this one was. You look at it, and you're basically seeing it. Like, for example, Isaac Newton, who discovered gravity, right? It was an apple that fell upon his head, discovered gravity, right? There's an alternate reality where it doesn't make the discovery that day. And there's war in this country, so he goes to Cuba, or he goes to Cancun, and he goes under a tree. It's a papaya. It's a papaya that falls upon his head. War ends, he comes back, he has his theory right now, right? And his theory is based on papaya. But the papaya is a fruit from another country. People are calling him a crazy person. People think it's its theory isn't good because it's not apple, right? And then it's some sort of broken knowledge. So if you look at books like Mein Kampf, which is the diary of a person in history, has been banned from schools. And do I think that person is worthy of having a book? No. Our hiding truth is not even better. You're doing a job of censoring everybody. The name in Vendetta is for V for Vendetta. You're censoring media. You're burning knowledge. Hmm? You're burning knowledge. You're absolutely burning knowledge. There was this place where they used mercury as electricity. I don't remember where it was, but they talk about it in One Piece, and it's a real place. That's what it is. The Chicago this morning is amazing. It's distinctively amazing. So with Isaac Newton discovering gravity, then it's people find his theory later on in a broken book, in a forgotten library. They find these audio books, right, in a section that was caved in, and they find that book, and there's a lucky person. And I find that understand what he was trying to say, and he theorized the theory of gravity, and it's in the future of Newton, right? So the principle of gravity doesn't exist. And because the principle of gravity doesn't exist, which is insane. Which is insane. Um, oh, my apologies. It's insane because this person will invent gravity, and will still end up having gravity. It just didn't happen that day. And it wasn't invented by the same person. It wasn't used as long as it's been used. But the simple fact of gravity still exists. It's not a machine. It's a concept of reality. It's a concept of reality. Just like saying fire will burn you. We're talking about the person for Mein Kampf, right? Funny thing about Mein Kampf is it was read by a guy called Charlie Chaplin. Might have heard of him. A great father of comedy. Charlie Chaplin was doing a lot of nude film, and he literally did a movie where he was playing this character. And no, kind of crazy, isn't it? So yeah, so she asked me if I was a greater version of myself, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe the better version of myself is passing on. Maybe it died. I don't know. Or maybe it's gonna come one day, right? Or maybe the event I was supposed to go through to make me a better person went through and just left. Imagine, okay, you have this girlfriend. Let's take an example that's better. You have this girlfriend, right? And you're supposed to meet her at a party, okay? And you're sick, you don't go to that party. But she's your girlfriend. In fate, you're marrying that girl. And in fate, you are raising kids together. Because you didn't go to the party, you meet her a month later. And again, it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna fall in love, you're gonna have kids with her, you're gonna marry her. However, in this reality, in the month, she met with her ex, and her ex told her he still likes her. So she's back with her ex. And now you lost that twin flame, not because you didn't choose to do something. The action I was supposed to commit to become that better person wasn't coming because I was afraid. I don't know. I have no clue. She said something which was amazing. I always do things do or die. There's no in between. Either I do it or I don't do it at all. There's no in between. There's no trying. And that sucks because this is not healthy, right? I was saying she asked me, so if you made that little content last year, why are you making that content this year? I said, well, I'm afraid I'm going to get to burnout and depression, which is a traumatic response, and she understood that. I'm going to be saying the same thing to my mom, and she'll say, don't worry, you'll be okay, you know? But that's not about you'll be okay. I don't know. And the polite thing to say is you're going to be okay. The right thing to say is going to be okay. I don't know. But this morning was just phenomenal. And to have an appointment where I'm being told all of these, and it's a person that I don't really know, but it's a person that I kind of trust because she has a background. And it's not because all of this I knew. The personality disorder traits, did I know about it? I knew I had some of the symptom. Did I think that I had it as a sickness? No. Am I in denial? I don't know. I literally created ink as a traumatic response. What if the traumatism isn't healed? What if I'm a victim of mind rape and I haven't healed from it? And everything that we do mindfully, it's still a reminder of this accident. I don't know. I have no clue. That is the scariest fucking thing. Because there's no answer. There's no answer. Yeah? I don't know. Now is a song. Every kiss. Corey Taylor, of course. Could not put out your life. This guy wore women's clothes and nobody ever made fun of him, which is insane because that's how much respect he has. So save your breath, I will not prayer. I think I made it very clear. We have a tournament tonight. Don't take that life to love. Was that supposed to be enough? I only wish you were my friend. So I could hurt you in the end. Remain to be a saint. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, wasn't that bad of a video. I thought it was gonna be more chaotic. I think I was gonna be having a lot more to say, but it's rehearsed. We talked about this morning. Yeah. I went to the bank after I saw her because I had to deposit money for a bill, and and like I said, in my stone, I was pity in my throne. Never needed help. You sold me out to save yourself. I had to rehearse. Went to the bank, right, and I gave her, she gave me some paper to fill out, right? Some homework. And then I came in and I was like, you know what? This is great. This is great because I have something to talk about, right? Because again, getting that help is very new for me. And I thought I lost them in the bank. And because I let them on the ATM. So what happened is, I was long gone and I didn't go home right away. I was far. So I was thinking about, if I lose those papers, what does that mean? And of course my brain went to, if you lose those papers, somebody stole it. And the fact that somebody stole it isn't a big deal because there's no private information, there's nothing there. However, the S that are there are honest. If I go back and fill it up the second time, it's gonna be completely different. Not because they're not honest, but because it's gonna be reflective. You know? This morning, having said all I said, you come back and you try to remember. It's hard. It's really hard. I don't know, people. I don't know. Anyway, do you know what I know? I love you. And I wish you a happy day, a good evening, a good night. I'll see you guys soon. Let's do the lovely, the good place. Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. It's a lot of thinking. You realize things and you haven't even thought about it, and you're like, okay, well, it's a possibility. So because it's a possibility, I should think about it. Because I should think about it, you realize that maybe you're not as confident as you think you are, or maybe you're not confident enough. Confident enough would be like, hey, fuck what those people think. I'm me, and that's enough, right? And I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. You save me up to save yourself. Deliver me into my faith. If I'm alone, I cannot hate. Learn the song I have you. Oh, not too long ago. I only wish you were my friend. Then I could hurt you in the end. Okay. A little bit witchy. Ooh. Boy. Good. Let's watch the video, guys.